Hello students, welcome back. This is the last lecture of our class 9th civics chapter constitutional design. In the previous videos we have studied what is the constitution, the case study of South Africa, we have studied why we require constitution, we have studied what were the problems faced by Indian constitution makers, we have studied about the deliberation process and the making of the Indian constitution. In today's video we will be talking about our last topic of this chapter, that is ideas and the values of Indian constitution, that is on what ideals and what principles our constituent makers gave us this document, gave us this constitutional principle rule book, right? So to understand the ideas and the value of Indian constitution, you have to understand the preamble of the Indian constitution. Yes guys, we have to understand the preamble of the Indian constitution. Let's talk about the preamble of the Indian constitution. What is this preamble means? Preamble in Hindi we can say is prastavana, or is the first page of any book, is preface to our Indian constitution. As in your textbooks you will find the first page will be having a preface. So in the same way this preamble is the preface of the Indian constitution, and in other words it is called as the soul of the constitution, soul of Indian constitution. So in this preamble we can say is the soul of the constitution. If you have to study about the ideas and the values of Indian constitution, that is on what ideals that rule book was designed, you have to study preamble first. So let's talk about the preamble of our country. There are certain keywords, and those are the ideas on which the foundation of the constitution was laid upon. So we'll be talking about the preamble. Preamble starts with "We the people of India." Yes, it starts with "We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist, secular, democratic and republic. So these were the ideas behind making our constitution, that how our country will look like in our future. Like it will be a sovereign country, it will be a socialist country, it will become a secular country, it will be a democratic country, and it will become a republic. Okay, and what we provide our citizens, we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic, and provide all its citizens. What we are going to provide our citizens? We will provide justice, liberty, equality, dignity, and to promote among them, what to promote? Promote among them fraternity. To promote among them fraternity, to maintain the unity and integrity of our country. This is the preamble, guys. Like we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and provide all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, dignity and promote among the fraternity to maintain the unity and dignity of the country. So these are the values, these are certain keywords what we will be discussing in today's video, right? So first we will start with sovereign. What exactly sovereign means? Sovereignty means that into the internal and external matters of our country, no other country will interfere. Because these are the internal and external matters of our country, so no country has any right to interfere into our internal and external matters. So that country in which there is no interference of any external power into the internal and external matters of a particular country, that country is called as sovereign country, guys. What we call it as sovereignty. So India is a sovereign country. Next we have socialist. What is the meaning of this socialist? Socialist, guys, it tells us about that a society in which resources are equally shared among the society. Instead of capitalism where resources are in few hands, in few capitalists, people are having all the resources. This is in contrast to capitalism. Socialist means the resources are shared among the society on equal basis. So India will be a socialist country. Secular country, that there will not be any official religion. Secular means there will not be any official religion. We will treat each and every religion on equal basis. There will not be any discrimination on the basis of religion. Unlike our neighboring countries like Sri Lanka do have Buddhism as the official religion, Pakistan do have this Muslim, Pakistan do have Muslim religion as their official religion. Unlike our neighboring countries, India do not have any such official religion. All religions are equally treated over here. And regarding next we have is democratic. All of you are aware what is democracy. For the people, to the people, by the people. Abraham Lincoln, logo ke liye, logo dwara sarkar. Okay, democratic means rule of the people, where people are having extreme power. They will choose their representatives and those representatives will make laws on the behalf of the people. So this is called as democratic, guys. Next we have republic. Republic, Hindi is Ganatantra or Ganarajya. What we call it is republic. Republic is with the supreme leader of any country. A supreme leader, be it the leader of the government, be it president or be it prime minister, the supreme leader of the country is elected by the people of that country only, right? The supreme leader is elected by the people of that country only. Such kind of governance is called as a republic. So India is a sovereign country, India is a socialist country, India is a secular country, India is a democratic country, India is a republic also. Now an interesting thing, guys, at the time of the making of the constitution, at the time of the independence, on 26th of January 1950, when this constitution came into effect in our country, these two words, socialist and secular, were not in our preamble. At that time, the status of our country was India is a sovereign democratic republic. That's all. It was neither socialist nor secular. At that time, it was only sovereign democratic republic. These two words came from 42nd Amendment. 42nd Amendment in the year 1976, guys. In 1976, the preamble of the Indian Constitution was amended by 42nd Amendment, and these two words, socialist and secular, were being added upon in our preamble. And this 1976 amendment or you can say 42nd amendment of 1976 is termed as mini constitution. Why it is termed as mini constitution? Because the preamble was modified, like we have modified the basic values, the basic structure of our constitution's preamble. So these were very major changes in the constitution. That's why this is called as mini constitution. The 42nd amendment, beg your pardon, 42nd amendment is mini constitution. So let's move here, guys. Now what we are providing to our citizens, we are providing them justice. Justice means equal before law. Equal before law. Every person will be served justice. That means every person is equal against the law, be it the Prime Minister of the country or a common man. There is a same punishment for crime. If Prime Minister is doing the same thing, if common people are doing the same thing, so irrespective of the status of the person, justice will be served equally. Next we have liberty, guys. Liberty. This concept liberty came to us from French Revolution. From French Revolution we have received liberty, equality and fraternity. So this concept came to us from French Revolution. Liberty means azadi, swatantrata, liberty of thoughts, liberty of expressions. So we will provide our citizens a liberty actual. They can express themselves, they can express their thoughts. Equality, all will be equal irrespective of caste, color, creed, gender. There will not be any discrimination on the basis of religion, on the basis of color, on the basis of gender, be it like if you are white or black or colored, whatever you are, if you are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Christian, whatever you are, if you are from any caste, be it like gender basis, if you are a girl or a boy, our constitution will not differentiate with you on the basis of anything, on the basis of any birthplace or whatever. So all are equal treated or equally treated as per our constitution. It will improve the dignity. Dignity means self-respect of a human being. Fraternity, it will inculcate the feeling of fraternity means bandhutva, means like all citizens respect other citizens of our country. They will treat each other as a member of the same family. So fraternity will be there among our citizens, guys. So this was the preamble of the constitution. These were the ideas and values inculcated while framing our constitution. These were ideals and values which were considered or which were taken into consideration at the time of making of the constitution. And on 26th of, as you all are aware, 26th of November 1949, this constitution was adopted. This was adopted by our Constituent Assembly, and on 26th of Jan 1950 this came into effect. Into our country. So guys, these were the basic ideas and values of our Indian Constitution. So Indian Constitution is based on its sovereignty in socialism, secularism, democracy, republic, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, dignity. So these were the basic ideas and values on which our constitution was laid upon. So I hope it's clear to you, guys. That's all for this chapter and that's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.